Razaban here for FightHype.com. With me, I've got the knowledge himself, Mr. Spencer Fearon. Spence, how are you?
I'm really, really good. I'm really blessed. It's a nice time to be alive.
Amir Khan, Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan. Everyone thought we were finally going to see Amir Khan, Kell Brook. You came on your podcast and I saw it and I retweeted it, and you said, Amir Khan, if you do not fight Kell Brook, the British public will never forgive you. Everyone I speak to say this is a tough fight for Amir. There's not a person I spoke to that favours Amir for this fight. How do you break this fight down, firstly?
You're dealing with somebody who's of a superior IQ than another person. So you got two fighters, and one's had really good success by being the faster guy than everybody else, by biting down his gum shield and throwing those shots, hitting you when you don't see it, like he hit you down, like he go upstairs, then he hit you downstairs like he did with Madonna to drop him. Right, this is something that Floyd Mayweather couldn't do, something that Adrian Broner could never come remotely close to doing against Madonna, and this guy did it. Amir Khan is ridiculously fast. His hands are so fast, he should be a pickpocket. He's got them kind of hands, right? But then sometimes he switches off in fights. And it's that, can he keep that constant focus right throughout 12 rounds, 36 minutes, in with somebody who's arguably the best pound for pound fighter in the world? And the reason why we can say, well, arguably the best pound, because we've never really seen Terence Crawford struggle in fights. We've seen him get caught in fights, but we've never seen him struggle, right? So, and because of that, and the only reason why I'm saying that, because Lomachenko Pedraza recently, and we saw Lomachenko kind of struggle. This is the truth. So, off of the back of that, and also Lomachenko's never been an undisputed world champion. Terence Crawford has. I think because Terence Crawford doesn't come with the razzmatazz and the trash talk and all the rest of it, kind of takes away from his appeal. But it's a good thing. I'm glad that he doesn't. I'm glad he's a classy individual. I'm glad that he's a spiritual person as well, and that's nice. And this fight's about levels. Amir Khan he's a really, really good fighter. But your hand speed has been the key for so many times. But now you're getting older. You're not a 19-year-old kid no more, right? Now you're 32. So you got to think within that duration of time. That's a lot of time that's gone by now. Really, and because of that lot of time, 13 years, you are going to decline a little piece. But he's still good enough to give him a rumble, and a true rumble. But it's down to him being Amir Khan is a very, very good boxer. But he's not got the intellect, I don't believe, to deal with a Terence Crawford. And this is not me downplaying anything at Amir Khan. But you're saying you've gone round, Raz, and you've spoken to people and no one's not giving him a chance. But I think this fight's a lot closer than people will find out because of the hand speed that he has got and his experience. But his experience doesn't equate to IQ, but his experience of knowing that I've been in big fights, so I'm going to be cool.
Him going back to Verge, good move?
Excellent move. Virgil Hunter is one of the most underrated trainers in the world today, because now everyone has got an internet opinion, right? But if you follow the lineage of the guy was on the US Olympic team from way back in the day. You go speak to trainers who I respect highly, like Kenny Porter. They salute. Kenny Porter, Sean Porter's father, these guys salute Virgil. Like, Virgil knows the thing. So what unfortunately now is, like, because everybody has an opinion, and everybody thinks, well, their opinion is more valid than somebody else, or it's like we find it so difficult to write anything nice about anyone. Everything we got, this guy, what is it? No, he must know something. So it's an excellent move for Amir Khan to go back to Virgil Hunter, but I don't know if Amir Khan will be as disciplined enough to listen to the instructions getting through the fight. But it's going to be a great fight.
You said that the Kell Brook fight will be dead if this fight doesn't happen. If the fight didn't happen. Amir Khan said on the podium there that the Kell Brook fight would always be there. If Amir Khan loses, is that fight
of course it is. It's
something
still,
that people will
it is. It is. The fight is still there. His fight is still there for the British public. Eddie Hearn in the UK is best in the business, man. Right? They'll be able to have that fight. They'll be able to have a spin or an angle on it. Especially, it depends on the manner of how Amir Khan loses against Terence Crawford. Right? If he runs out of ideas and gets stopped in like 11 rounds, we gonna complain. If he goes points and then it's like a, you know what I mean, 160, 112 across the board, we ain't gonna tune mine. If he gets cold lamped in the first 2 rounds, it's gonna be hard to build a Kell Brook fight, but Kell Brook will still be asking for that fight, and they could make that fight and it could still happen. The reason why, because loss is not necessarily are not a terrible thing. You know, Chris Eubank Jr. has lost a fight ago, and we got James Aguil who lost a fight ago, right?
Correct.
They're still meeting each other and they're going to make money together. So don't think that fight can't happen. But if Amir Khan took Kell Brook first and lost to Kell Brook, he'll never get a chance at a world title. He's got an opportunity at a world title. You can lose in this fight. I'm not saying that that's what the mindset that I want you to take here. Amir, I'm on your side. But you can lose this fight and the Kell Brook fight will still be there.
I just want to get your thoughts on the remark that Bob Arum made where he said Terence Crawford in his prime and Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime, Terence beats him. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about on the guys that he promoted, but then we also got to remember, like, he promoted a super feather to lightweight guy called Floyd Mayweather. So why didn't he call Floyd Mayweather's name in the mix? Right? He didn't call Floyd Mayweather's name. Ray Leonard is one of the greatest of all time, pound for pound, great. He didn't have the longevity of a career, but it was mad, like in a short space of time, he beat legends, so it just propelled him to a different height. But if we go back, like, I'd say to any young kid, go watch November 1979, Wilfred Benitez, who was promoted by Bob Arum as well, who was the youngest ever world champion, won a world title against Cervantes at 17. Ridiculous, right? Goes up in weight and becomes the WBC welterweight champion. Ray Leonard and him have a boxing match that I would say to any young man who wants to learn the fine arts of boxing, to just watch how two men stand with each other and box against each other, hit, slip, counter, an incredible fight. I don't think Terence Crawford could mix it with Sugar Ray Leonard, because it's too early to say that. But Bob Arum's a promoter, so you've got to say that. You know what I mean? He's a promoter. I'm not going to be, oh no. Bob Arum used to promote Muhammad Ali, right? So I ain't knocking Bob Arum for nothing. But what I am saying is this. You got to know who you're dealing with. So I would say I don't think Terence Crawford would have beaten Sugar Ray Leonard.